Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss the chapter construction. Okay, so all the things we know before, like we have done the chapter triangle. We already know about lines and angles. We know about actually what is the bisector of the angle and line segment as well. Also, what is perpendicular. Okay, so up to now, all these things are clear to you, but one thing is missing, like how we can draw them without using like tools which is protractor or compass. Okay, so there are some properties behind all such topics, and we will use them to construct that topics in a very interesting way. Okay, so first of all, in this chapter, we will construct bisecting angles and the line segments. Okay, and after that, we will construct some angles of particular measure, which are angle of 60°, 90°, and 30°. And 90°, as you all know, is known as perpendicular. Now, when all these things are done, like we know how we can draw angles and bisector of line segments, and that's so it's enough for us to draw triangles as well. Okay, so there are four properties of the triangle which we will use to construct them. Okay, so that's all the topics we have to discuss. Now, starting with this topic, like perpendicular bisector of a line segment. So first of all, what is line segment? Okay, let me revise you the things which we have done previously. So this is the part of a line with two endpoints, okay, which means its length is fixed. Suppose this one is A, this one is B. So it's our line segment. And a perpendicular bisector of a line segment is a line that bisects the line segment. Okay, which means suppose I have drawn a perpendicular bisector like that, and suppose it's intersecting the line AB at point D, then there is a condition that AD should is equal to BD. Okay, that's about the bisector. Now is perpendicular to the line segment, which means the angle formed there should be 90 degrees. Suppose this point is C, so angle ADC should be is equal to angle BDC. Okay, that's the meaning of the perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Now, how we can construct it? Okay, so let me explain this one. First of all, we have to draw a line segment AB. To understand this term more clearly, you should have a compass with you, okay, and the scale. Using them, it will be clear. So, if we draw AB, with A as a center and radius more than half of AB. Suppose half of AB is somewhere like that. So we have to make an arc. Okay, what is arc? Arc is the part of circle. Suppose I am taking A as the center. Okay, I am using this one like from the figure, but you can do this one by the compass. You have to make the arc. Okay, suppose I have taken an arc. So what I have to do with A as the center. So if we use compass, then arc will be like that. Okay, it will intersect AB at this point. Radius more than half of AB. Draw an arc above and below this line, which means one arc I have to make there and one there. Okay, so let me draw this thing. One arc there and one should be above the line. Okay, I have to make two arcs. Now after that, with B as a center and same radius. Okay, I have to take same radius. Draw arcs cutting the previous arc at the points P and Q. Okay, which means, okay, let me copy this one because we have to make arc of equal lengths. So one arc should be somewhere in the upper side and one will be below that line. Okay, and using the same arc, what we have to do? I will draw another arc making B as the center. Okay, now B is the center. So I have to consider these 2 points which are intersecting there. Okay, one above the line and one below the line. So they are intersecting at these 2 points. Mark them as P and Q. Okay, when this point is P and this point is Q. So the line PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. If I join PQ, okay, then this line PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, and its condition, like suppose it's intersecting at O, then we can say directly AO is equal to OB and angle AOP is equal to angle BOP is equal to 90 degree, which means these two parts are equal and this angle is 90 degree. So that's the way in which you can construct the perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Okay, now the next part of this video, in this we will learn how we can draw the angle bisector. Now the second point in this chapter or in this video we have to discuss is the angle bisector. Okay, so first of all we should know actually what the angle bisector is. Suppose these two rays are intersecting at a point A, O and B such that we have drawn a line from O and maybe it's D there. Okay, so what's the angle bisector? Angle bisector is the line OD such that these two angles are equal. Suppose this one is angle 1, this one is angle 2. So we can say OD is the angle bisector only when angle 1 is equal to angle 2, which means the angle bisector divides the angle into two equal parts. Okay, it's written there the same thing. The bisector of an angle, which OD there, is a ray or line that divides the angle into two equal angles. Okay, it divides angle AOB, which is this complete one, into two equal parts, which is angle 1 and angle 2. Example, it's given there. You can construct this one by yourself. If ABC is equal to ABC is equal to 60 degree, then its bisector splits into two angles. Okay, and if two equal parts, then they will be 30 degree each. Now there is the construction given, how we can construct them. Okay, so first of all, what we have given there, suppose you have angle ABC. So let me draw. Suppose this one is angle A, B and C. So draw arc with center at B, cutting two arms BA and BC, which means what we have to do, we have to consider B as the center. Okay, and we have to draw two arcs where Draw an arc with center at B. Yes, there is an arc. These two. Cutting two arms BA and BC at the points P and Q, which means this point is P, this one is Q. So let me draw this one clearly. So these are the two arcs P and Q. You have to construct this by using compass. Okay. Now after that it's written with P as a center, draw an arc inside the angle. Okay, which means now I have to take P as the center and draw an arc inside the circle or inside the angle, which means it somewhere look like that. Now we are considering for this arc. Okay, it's from the center P. Now what's written after that? With Q as the center, draw and the same radius, draw another arc cutting the previous arc at the point R. So I will make another arc from the point Q. Okay, and I have to draw arc there, which will cut this one. Okay, like at this point. So suppose they intersect at the point R. This point is R. Now what's written? Draw another arc. After that, join BR. This thing. So if I join BR, it will be like that. Okay, and from geometrically we can directly look there. These two angles are equal. Okay, so we have BR is the angle bisector of angle ABC. Okay, so that's the way how we can construct the angle bisector of any given angle. There is some geometrical way given there. You can refer to this whenever you will get doubt. So for angle bisector, it's given that step 1 center should be O radius less than OA. Okay, like this thing. So you can draw the same arc, and now using these 2 points, first of all, this is the center, this point. Now make a arc there. After that, take this point as a center and draw an arc there. Now you will get the intersection. You have to join these two lines. Okay, now this new line O and this one, it's the angle bisector. Okay, so that's the way how we can draw the angle bisector and the bisector of a line segment. So that's all for this video. Keep practicing, and still if you got any doubt, you can ask me through my Urban Pro profile.